Hello, my name is Jess and welcome to the Storyteller Fox. Come along and listen to read aloud books, be it for bedtime, story time, or simply to read along.
The Goose That Laid the Golden Eggs. This book is based on the fable by Aesop and illustrated by Daniel Howarth. It's retold by Mary Mackinnon and read aloud by the Storyteller Fox. Let's take a look and see what this story is about. As we can see in the front picture that there is a goose that lays golden eggs. I wonder what this fairy tale is about. Well, let's get started to read it. The Goose That Laid the Golden Eggs. This story is about a boy named Tom, a girl named Elena, a little white goose, a goat, some hens, and a goldsmith. This map shows where Tom and Elena live. This is Tom and Elena's cottage. They live near the hen shed. And this is the road to the village, which takes them all the way up the hills. You can see the hills here. And through the hills they go past the village. That's all the village where the goldsmith lives. And through the village we come by the market where we can see the stalls are there. The people are selling the things in the stall. Tom lived in a small cottage with his wife, Elena. They were very poor, but they had everything they needed. Aren't they so lucky? They had a goat to give them milk, they had a garden to grow vegetables, and they had hens and geese for fresh eggs. Every morning, Tom collected eggs. He took them to sell in the village. One morning, he found something strange. What's this? He thought. One of the eggs was dark yellow and very heavy. At first, Tom thought it was a trick. Look, someone stole an egg and left a stone, said Tom to Elena. Elena was amazed. That's not a stone, Tom. It was a solid golden egg. Tom took all the eggs to the village. Then he went to see the goldsmith. The goldsmith was amazed too. He wanted to buy the egg. How much? Asked Tom. Tom had never seen so much money. He bought a new dress for Elena. Then he went home. That evening, Tom gave Elena her new dress she wasn't happy. "Oh, Tom, it's too good for me. And we need to fix the roof," said Alina. Tom thought, maybe Alina was right. Maybe he should have saved the money. But it was too late. He had spent all of it. Then, the next morning, he found another golden egg. "Now we can fix the roof," said Tom excitedly. And the next morning, he found another. "It's the little white goose that laid the golden egg," as they found out. Every day, Tom sold a golden egg. He bought new clothes for himself and Alina. He built a bigger and better house. As we can see, look, his house is much more bigger now. It's a double story with 4 big windows and a large door. Looks like he's getting wealthier, doesn't it? They had a big garden and lots of servants. Tom and Alina were rich. Look at all the animals that they have there. And they have the maids and the servants and more calves and lambs and ducks and lots of plants growing everywhere. Aren't they so lucky? But Tom wanted more. "I want a huge house," he declared. 1 golden egg a day wasn't enough. He wanted lots of gold. "The little white goose must be full of gold," thought Alina. "Let's kill the goose," said Alina. "Then we'll have all the gold at once." They crept outside. "Squawk, squawk, squawk," said the goose. Alina grabbed the goose. Tom killed it. What do you think has happened? Then they cut the goose open. Oh my goodness, but there was no gold inside at all. "What have we done?" they said. "No more gold." "We'll be poor again," said Tom now. They had been too greedy. Now they had lost everything. Tom collected the eggs every morning. He never found another golden egg. They don't seem very happy, do they? Look at their faces. Seems a little more gloomier. About this story, the goose that laid the golden eggs is one of Aesop's fables. These are a collection of short stories first told in ancient Greece around 4,000 years ago. Nobody knows exactly who Aesop was, but the stories are still popular today, and they are known all around the world. The stories are often about animals, and they always have a moral, a message or a lesson at the end, such as this one. The moral of the story about the golden egg is, don't be greedy, or you might lose everything. The end.
The end. And that's the end of our story time. For more bedtime stories, you can check on our YouTube playlist or listen to more storytime compilations at the Storyteller Fox. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.